G'day folks. Well, a few of you have asked where Bluey Rav's been, and well, Bluey Rav is right here, and he hasn't really gone anywhere. It's just he's been busy as my daily driver right up until I got my new car, Katie, the iX35. She is a fantastic daily, and I'll definitely get her in the backyard soon for another quick rundown and sort of review around 2,000 Ks. I've done almost 2,000 kilometres on it already, so about time for a little review and walk around. But for now, we'll have a look at Bluey and the project that is Bluey Rav Camper. And I say camper because I'm building a plywood camper fit out. Nothing really changes up front, although I would like to put a double din head unit with navigation and everything in there, and just put the coin holder up here. That's going to happen when I get my Pioneer head unit back. It's currently on loan with Julian for a project, but that's fine. And yeah, so far I've got all the basics of it are all done. This bed head folds over, and then the passenger seat can slide back and be fully functional, but when it comes time to sleep, well, passenger seat goes all the way forward, and the bed head folds down, and you basically got a single sleeper. Got access through this side here. I'm going to make probably a little cowling here and mount a power inverter, and I'll maybe have a 60 amp hour battery, even a 40 amp hour would be more than enough, but a 60 would be even better. But the problem is the thing weighs about 30 kilos, about 60 pounds. It's not a light battery. So these ones here are about 18 kilograms. So yeah, I want to keep it half light, but I still want something that's functional. Anyway, I could even install it in the back here, but that's sort of where an ammo box or something like that could go, especially if I go up on a shooting trip or something like that. But yeah, Bluey's looking a little bit rugged at the moment. Clear coat's going as per normal 90s Toyotas and things like that. You can't stop that. He's seen better days, poor old thing. Still pretty straight, but just peeling. He's like the old farm dog whose fur keeps falling out and has to roll over to pee, but you can't take him out back and kill him. He just keeps doing what he does and doesn't stop. And it's basically Bluey. He's the old farm dog that doesn't give up. Anyway, that's where I'm at with Bluey. That's my little camper setup. We've got bins for storage and stuff underneath. That is basically going to be, I could probably fit 2 water jugs with an ammo can at the back, that sort of thing. There's space in here for something, maybe even a power inverter. Behind these little panels there are some sort of slatted vents. I'm going to install some 5-inch computer fans on them, so when I'm actually asleep I can have the windows cracked with window socks over them, and turn the fans on, and it'll constantly draw fresh air through, particularly if it's hot weather. Nothing worse than camping out in like a 42-degree day and not having any ventilation, or you have the windows and doors open and no privacy. So I'd rather have privacy and some filter screens and sort of shade cloth inserts over these windows. Same with the back one. I'll cut and fit a shade cloth insert or something like that. Yeah, it's very, very doable. It's just going to take a little bit more time. And likewise, all this is going to get sanded back and lacquered. I need to finish fitting the hinges. I'll leave the cap screws and nylock nuts on this side, and I'll put something a little more temporary on this side, so I can take this panel off, and then you sort of lift the far side up, stand it vertical, and slide it out the back of the car. So the whole thing can be easily carried out by one person, should the need be to, well, use Bluey as a normal car. Because this is going to get trimmed back a bit. There's a lot of sanding, a lot of edge deburring and corner radiusing and that sort of thing. This is only in the sort of the alpha stage. Then we'll get to beta testing, where I actually test it next weekend and see how we go. Only thing I'm missing is leveling jacks. I might just have to throw a few slabs of plywood in the back and sort of run him up onto them. Just lift each corner up on plywood to try and level him out a bit. Yeah, he's a good car. Very good car. Never going to sell Bluey. I know he kind of went catatonic on me over the last couple of weeks, given I've been driving Katie around. I guess he doesn't like the fact that I'm driving a 1-year-old around versus a 16-year-old. The battery's completely screwed. He might start for me now, but unlikely. The battery has just suddenly gone blah, dead. So, no, it's a super cheap auto battery. What do you expect? And I robbed it out of the Ford Escape that I had. It's not a new battery. So yeah, Bluey needs a new battery, a very good clean and detail, eventually a respray. I will get him resprayed, but that's about it. Oh, that and just a general service. I haven't done an oil change for God knows how long. So yeah, he'll be due for an oil change and filter, all that sort of stuff. I did the timing belt when I got him, so that's no problem for probably another 80,000 kilometres. Yeah. So that's it. I'm probably going to have storage on top of here. I've got some 10 by 30 millimetre strip. I can sort of make some kind of enclosure on here, but then all these screws to hold the top down are there. I want this top to be removable. Side storage, plenty of it. Get a 12 volt port there. Again, relatively good storage. I could even fit a couple of 7 amp hour batteries in there just for lighting. I'm going to put LED strip lights across the top. That's sort of part of the plan. I'll have LEDs running basically along this grey part of the trim, front to rear. And maybe one across here. I'll just use those little silicon gel coated strips. So, yeah. An AC power inverter is certainly not that important given how cheap boost converters are for laptops and that sort of thing. I'll try and avoid running any 240 volt, but I still want an isolated 12 volt system so that I can, well, say if I fall asleep leaving something on, I don't kill my battery. That's the main thing. Car's battery is completely isolated from the camping system battery. So I'll either have two 40 amp hour batteries or a single 60, and the single 60 makes more sense. So I can certainly stuff a single 60 in the back here and still have room for water jugs and stuff like that. Personally, I prefer a steel box for batteries and things like that, but that's just me. Lead acid batteries don't really go horribly wrong like lithium do. So yeah, as long as the circuit's protected properly with the right breakers and everything, it shouldn't be a fire hazard. I'd be more worried about going lithium, that's for sure, given the horrors that we've seen recently with cheap lithium packs and scooters and things like that catching fire. I'm not going lithium anytime soon unless it's premium quality batteries like Panasonic or something like that, and then you're talking thousands of dollars. Anyway, enough rambling. Bluey's still here. You can rest assured I haven't sold him, and I probably never will. But yeah, if anyone wants to buy a soft top RAV4, let me know. Going cheap. Sorry, Betty, you need to go to a new home because I've got way too many cars right now.